So, hi guys, welcome back to the Women's 100 of 2026. The Trent Rockets women are taking on Manchester Super Giants women here, and it's happening at the Old Trafford Stadium in Manchester. A home game for Manchester Super Giants. And the Manchester Super Giants women have won the toss and elected to bowl first. Trent Rockets are batting first. And Beth Mooney and Sophia Dunkley are opening the batting for the Trent Rockets. Just look at the points table once here. Well, the points table is, I think, getting updated. But Trent Rockets are now 9 for 1 after 11 balls. Grace Ballinger getting the wicket of Beth Mooney there, looking to play across the line. So, an early breakthrough for the Manchester Super Giants, who are currently having 2 wins and 1 no result from their 3 games so far. The Trent Rockets are Trent Rockets are having 2 wins and 1 defeat from their 3 games. Manchester Super Giants are not yet defeated. And the Trent Rockets will be looking to continue their winning momentum here in this tournament. That is for sure. So Sophie Luff and Sophia Dunkley are batting at the crease. Sophia Luff just off the mark with a single. She's on strike now. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Really good over so far. So I think there was a little bit of an injury there. 11 for 1 after 13 balls. It's a good start from the Manchester Super Giants bowlers. They have been the informed team in this tournament. The previous game, Smriti Mandhana played a superb knock with the bat to take them over the line. This time it's defended again towards point and picks up another single. Last ball of the over. Goes for the sweep, past the keeper, and that'll run away for 4. No one back there at deep fine leg. And a boundary to finish off that over. First boundary for Sophie Luff ends the over with a boundary. 6 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Beth Mooney. And Trent Rockets are now 15 for 1 after 15 balls. So Maddie Villiers is the new bowler into the attack. And straight away use of the feet from Sophie Luff. Hits it over mid-off and that'll run away for 4. That's a great use of the feet there from Sophie Luff. And back-to-back boundaries. Starts a new over with a boundary. Great way to greet the new bowler to the crease. So Sophie Luff 9 from 4 balls, looking like a good talent already. Down the track again, hits it in the air, pass mid-off, that'll be 4 as well, back-to-back boundaries. Really has good hands, does Sophie Luff. And such good power, second boundary in this over for Sophie Luff and the Trent Rockets. This time Sophie Luff sweeps out towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single. And look at the changes made by both the teams today. Joanne Gardner comes into the playing 11 in place of Grace Scrivens. And for Trent Rockets, Katty Levick comes into the playing 11 in place of Nat Silverbrunt. And I think Nat Silverbrunt is suffering from that calf injury which she was having since the Women's T20 World Cup. So I think that is why Katty Levick has come in. These are the changes made by both the teams today. Good over this for the Trent Rockets. 10 runs came from that over. And Trent Rockets are now 25 for 1 after 20 balls. Rihanna McDonald-Gay is the new bowler into the attack. And Dunkley edges it past third man. That'll be 4. Streaky boundary there for Sophia Dunkley, looking for the drive, and he's edged it past that third man region and starts the over with a boundary. Straight away another over, another bowler getting welcomed with a boundary of the first ball of her spell, and this time it's Sophia Dunkley. Second ball of the over coming up. Oh, looking for the cut shot, too close to cut. That's a good comeback from Rana McDonald. Another dot ball. Oh, looking to flick it away there. Gets it on the pads. Another good delivery. Two more deliveries left in this over. Oh, looking for the paddle again, gets it past third man, and that'll run away for 4 as well. Innovation successful for Sophia Dunkley. Second boundary in this over, And now the Trent Rockets getting a move on this partnership now, 24 from 13 balls. Sophia Dunkley moves to 15 from just 9 balls. Really good batting. So Sophia Dunkley flicks it away leg side and picks up another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over from Rihanna McDonald-Gay. And Trent Rockets women are 34 for 1 after 25 balls. And it's also the end of the power play as well. So there's another bowling change here for Manchester Super Giants. Sophie Eccleston is the new bowler into the attack. Sophie Luff is on strike. Eccleston coming around the wicket to Sophie Luff. Oh, looking to flick it away. Appeal for LBW. Umpire says not out. Another dot ball to start the over here. It's a really good start there from Sophie Eccleston. This time quicker ball, cuts it again straight to the fielder at third man. Back-to-back dot balls to start this over. This time comes down the wicket, sweeps it high in the air. Fielder, oh my goodness. Stretched out one hand, but it didn't stick and it's gone through and into the boundary for 4 as well. So after bowling 2 dot balls, the pressure was being built to try and induce a false shot. And the fielder there at square leg, I think it was Grace Harris, the fielder, stuck out her one hand. Normally those catches stick, but it's gone through for 4. Much needed boundary for the Rockets again. This time again defends it back to the bowler. And another dot ball from Eccleston to finish off the over. Still a good over actually from Sophie Eccleston. 4 runs came from that over. And Trent Rockets women are 38 for 1 after 30 balls. So Maitlan Brown, I think, is the new bowler into the attack now for the Manchester Super Giants. This time it's full and Dunkley drives it down towards mid-on. Another dot ball to start the over. Dunkley is 16 from 11 balls. Sophie Luff has been more aggressive at a strike rate of 150. And now goes over the top. And goes all the way for 6, I think. Yes, it has. Straight down the ground for 6. Terrific shot from Sophia Dunkley. She has this capability to go after the bowlers And that's a clean strike down the ground. Picks up the first 6 of this innings for the Trent Rockets women. This time it's cut away again towards deep extra covers. Dunkley picks up another single. Sophie Luff is back on strike. Two more deliveries left in this over. Has flicked away again leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up yet another single. So 8 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. Decent over. Goes for the cut, it's in the gap. That'll run away for 4. Found the gap beautifully there. Ends the over with a boundary. Expensive over from the Manchester Super Giants. 50 comes up as well for Trent Rockets. 12 runs came from that over, and Trent Rockets women are 50 for 1 after 35 balls. So Grace Ballinger now back into the attack. Sophia Dunkley is on strike. Grace Ballinger around the wicket to Sophia Dunkley. Goes for the sweep again out towards deep mid wicket. Oh, a little bit of a fumble there at deep square leg in fact. And Dunkley picks up another single. It's a good start here from Trent Rockets. Once again a team winning the toss, putting the other team into bat. We haven't seen many teams winning the toss and batting first in this tournament, which has been a very strange thing. Oh, it's edged. Past the keeper, past the slips, and runs away for 4. Unlucky for the bowler. But she will take it. Sophie Luff picks up yet another boundary. Boundaries are flowing here for the Trent Rockets. And this time it's Sophie Luff. She picks up her 5th boundary in this innings already. This time Sophie Luff gets an inside edge towards square leg and picks up another single. Ooh, short and wide. It was there to be hit. Dunkley went for the cut shot but doesn't connect it. Another dot ball from Grace Ballinger. Last ball of the over coming up. Goes for the sweep again out towards steep square leg. And Dunkley picks up another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over from Grace Ballinger. And Trent Rockets women are 57 for 1 after 40 balls. And it's also the time for the strategic timeout. So we come to the end of the strategic timeout, and Sophie Eccleston is back into the attack into her second over. Starts with a good delivery there, Dunkley cutting it back to the bowler. Another dot ball to start the over. This time again a little bit of width on offer. Sophia Dunkley is always hanging on the back foot. Cuts it towards that fielder there. Another dot ball from Sophie Eccleston. 2 dot balls to start this over. Again, always targeting the stumps. It's edged towards third man. Well, there's an appeal by the keeper. Umpire says not out. There was an appeal there. They've taken the single, checking for the run out, but the batter has made her ground. Single completed. Sophie Luff is back on strike. Down the track, hits it in the air, and it's all the way for 6. What a shot from Sophie Luff. What a talent. She is looking like. Such a clean strike of the ball. Hitting Sophie Eccleston like that over deep mid-wicket is never easy. And that's gone a long way over deep mid-wicket for another maximum. This time Sophie Luff sweeps again towards deep square leg and picks up another single to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over from Sophie Eccleston, and Trent Rockets women are 65 for 1 after 45 balls. So Rihanna McDonald is back into the attack as well, conceded 9 runs in her first over and looking to break this partnership. Dunkley is on strike. Oh, looking to go for the big booming drive there, but unable to make connection. And another dot ball here. This partnership is a good partnership for Trent Rockets. 56 from 35 balls, the partnership. This time goes for a sweep. It's over fine leg. And that'll run away for 4. That's a superb shot there. Went down on one knee. And she's paddled it over that field at short fine leg. And picks up her 5th boundary in this innings here, Sophia Dunkley. Slow ball this time. Dunkley again cuts it out towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Five runs have come from this over. Still 2 balls left. Sophie Luff is back on strike. Ooh, swings and misses there. Another dot ball from Rihanna McDonald. Last ball of the over coming up. Full toss. Sophie Luff hits it down to long on. And picks up another single to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over from Rihanna McDonald. And Trent Rockets women are 71 for 1 after 50 balls. Catherine Bryce now the new bowler into the attack. And Sophie Luff gives herself room, hits it down to long off, down to mid off. Another dot ball to start the over. And this time hits it over the top, over mid off. And that runs away for 4. That's a great shot over mid-off there from Sophie Luff and picks up yet another boundary here. Once again using the feet and the hands really well. So 8 runs have come from this over so far. Still 2 balls left. Sophie Luff moves to 40 from 22 balls. This time sweeps leg side again. No deep square leg in place. And that runs away for 4 as well. 3 back-to-back boundaries. And what a score this is turning out to be for Trent Rockets. Moves to 83 in just 54 balls. Pressure on the Manchester Super Giants at the moment. So 13 runs came from that over, and Trent Rockets women are 84 for 1 after 55 balls. His partnership now 75 from 44. And Maddie Villiers now back into the attack. That's cut away again by Dunkley, straight to point. Again dot ball to start the over. This time goes for the big sweep and gets it all the way. That's a terrific shot from Sophia Dunkley. Clears deep mid-wicket there. A big 6 there from Dunkley. Picks up her second 6 in this innings. This partnership is looking unbreakable at the moment. If it is not Sophie Luff, then it's Sophia Dunkley getting the runs. Partnership growing bigger and bigger. This time down the track again, flicks it leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Now goes for a sweep, it's up in the air and it's over the boundary. Two fielders converging there, leg side, but not able to do anything about it. It's gone way over the top, over the boundary for 6 to finish off the over. 15 runs came from that over from Maddie Villiers. And the Trent Rockets women are 99 for 1 after 60 balls. So Maitlan Brown is back into the attack now for the Manchester Super Giants. 150 on the cards. Sophia Dunkley is on strike on 44. This time sweeps it towards fine leg and Dunkley picks up another single. 100 comes up for Trent Rockets women. 100 comes up in 61 balls at the loss of 1 wicket. Slow ball in the air and taken at mid-off. Smriti Mandana, the fielder, safest pair of hands. And the second wicket goes down. Finally, the slow ball does the trick for Maitland Brown, and finally this partnership has been broken. Sophie Luff, on the stroke of a half century, has been dismissed. And a much needed breakthrough for Manchester Super Giants. Terrific knock though from Sophie Luff, coming into the playing 11 today. Has played a fantastic knock. Unfortunately couldn't clear that fielder at mid-off. And that is exactly what the Manchester Super Giants wanted. Maitland Brown getting the breakthrough. Sophie Luff departs after scoring 51 from 26 balls. Trent Rockets women are 100 for 2 after 62 balls. So Ash Gardner, Captain Ash Gardner, new batter to the crease. Straight away drives it towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. So Ash Gardner gets off the mark with a single. Still more than 30 balls left. They can get above 150 from here. It'll be very tough for the Manchester Super Giants to chase it down. That's because of that partnership between Sophie Luff and Sophia Dunkley. This time it's short again, pulled away towards deep square leg. Oh, a little fumble there at deep square leg. Dunkley picks up another single. This time it's flicked away leg side by Ash Gardner towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Another single to finish off that over as well. The 4 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Sophie Luff. Trent Rockets women are 103 for 2 after 65 balls. So Grace Ballinger is into her last over now. And that's swept away beautifully. Beats that fielder at deep square leg and into the boundary for 450 for Sophia Dunkley here. Really good knock this. 50 from 30 balls with 6 boundaries and 2 maximums. And a strike rate of 166.67. And she and Sophie Luff have played an outstanding knocks here in this game. Manchester Super Giants really feeling the pressure with the ball now. This time it's short again. Dunkley pulls it in the air towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Full this time. Gardner drives it again. Good fielding at covers. It's another dot ball from Grace Ballinger. The last ball of the over. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Again drives it straight to that fielder there. Not able to get it through. This is a much better over for the Manchester Super Giants. 5 runs coming off this over. Still 1 ball left. The last ball of the over coming up. That swung leg side past that fielder. Deep square leg comes around. And Dunkley picks up another single to finish off the over. The 6 runs came from that over from Grace Ballinger. Trent Rockets women are 109 for 2 after 70 balls. So 30 more balls left in this innings. Sophie Eccleston still has 2 more overs left. Has conceded 12 runs in her 10 balls so far. Ash Gardner is going to be on strike. It's down the track. Gardner hits it down towards long on and picks up another single to start the over. This time gives herself room, hits it over the top all the way for 6. What a shot that is from Dunkley. Stand and deliver stuff. It's cleared that fielder at long off. Picks up her 3rd 6 in this innings. Terrific shot there down the ground from Dunkley. This time again hits it in the air. Fielder at point, takes the catch. And Dunkley has to go. Trent Rockets lose another one. Lose their 3rd wicket here. Sophia Dunkley slicing it in the air. And a simple catch at point. So after hitting a 6, straight away looking to go again, but has been dismissed here. Much needed breakthrough for the Super Giants. It's Sophie Eccleston. You cannot keep her wicketless for long. Picks up her 1st wicket in this innings. Sophia Dunkley has to go after scoring 57 from 33 balls. And Trent Rockets women are 116 for 3 after 73 balls. Well, Heath is the new batter to the crease, goes for the reverse sweep. Bess Heath is the new batter to the crease, reverse sweeping it straight to point. Dot ball here. 7 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. Meg Lanning having a discussion with Sophie Eccleston. The Manchester Super Giants have to they need to produce a better batting performance today, because in the previous match there was a lot of dependence on Smriti Mandhana. The other batters couldn't contribute. Balls there. That's a terrific ball. Targeting the stump. Sophie Eccleston. Bess Heath looking to flick it away leg side. And the ball castles onto the middle stump. 4th wicket goes down for Trent Rockets. Bess Heath has to go, and an over which started promisingly well for the Trent Rockets has ended promisingly in favour of the Manchester Super Giants, and that is what Sophie Eccleston can do. Picks up 2 wickets in the over. Best Heath has to go for a 2-ball duck. And the Trent Rockets are now 116 for 4 after 75 balls. So 25 more balls left in this innings. The Trent Rockets, can they get 140, 150? Georgia Adams is the new batter to the crease, has the capability with the bat. Losing a lot of wickets here towards the end. Maddie Villiers back into the attack. It's flicked away leg side by Georgia Adams, gets off the mark with a single towards square leg. Ash Gardner is back on strike. This time down the track, and Gardner drives it towards point and gets through for another single. 2 singles to start this over. Georgia Adams is back on strike. That's down the wicket again, drives it in the air, long off coming around, puts in the dive. Georgia Adams will pick up another couple of runs. So 4 runs have come from this over, still 2 balls left. This time again it's pulled away leg side. Just a single, so it's a fantastic over from Maddie Villiers. Coming back well here, the Manchester Super Giants. Just 5 runs coming from this over. Still 1 ball left. Gardner is back on strike. They need some big hits from Gardner in this stage. Oh, he's been stumped. What a big wicket here. What a big moment. Maddie Villiers gets the breakthrough. It's a huge wicket because Ash Gardner can single-handedly demolish an opponent bowling attack. Using her feet there but missing it altogether. And Richa Ghosh making no mistake behind the stumps. 5th wicket goes down for Trent Rockets, and how quickly are they falling apart here. 20 balls still left in this innings, but they're running out of batters, you would think. Ash Gardner has to go. And Maddie Villiers, who has been expensive in her last couple of overs, has come back with a magnificent over here. Just 5 runs conceded and now picking up the wicket as well. Gardner has to go for 5. Trent Rockets have lost half their side, 121 for 5 after 80 balls. So Maitland Brown now back into the attack. A little short and wide there. Georgia Adams cuts it towards deep point and picks up another single to start the over. This time pulls it away leg side. Georgia Elvis, a new batter to the crease, coming in at number 7, finds the gap, beats that fielder at deep mid wicket, and that'll run away for 4. That's really great placement. from Georgia Elvis. And a vital boundary here, gets off the mark with a boundary. This time right up in the block hole, Elvis looking to drive, unable to make connection. That's a dot ball from Maitland Brown. Ooh, looking to innovate there. It's given as a wide, so Maitland Brown has to reload that one again.
It's a wide.
So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Down the track, edges it, past third man, that'll be 4. Very, very streaky and very, very successful. Second boundary this over. And once again, Georgia Elvis digging out that Yorker. It was Yorker attempted by Maitland Brown, and she's digged it out towards deep third man for another boundary. Short this time, pulls it away again. Deep mid wicket is there. The Georgia Elvis picks up another single to finish the over. Good over for the Trent Rockets. There are 11 runs coming from that over. And the Trent Rockets women are 132 for 5 after 85 balls. Rhianna McDonald bowling the 18th over, 18th set here, and starts with a dot ball. Georgia Adams going for the drive and doesn't connect it. This time pulled away again by Adams. One bounce to deep mid wicket and picks up another single. This time smashes it again. Oh, there was a chance of run out at the keeper's end. And this could be gone here. What were the batters up to? There was no run available there. They were attempting for a run. And very, very good game awareness there from the fielder. Throws the ball at the keeper's end and she's going to be gone here. And what a big moment here in this game. It was straight to the fielder. There was no run at all. There was no run existent. Maybe in another parallel universe, there could have been a run existent in that delivery. Richa Ghosh has been really good behind the stumps. A stumping to her name. Now a run out as well. And Georgia Elvis was looking dangerous. Has to go after scoring 9 from 6 balls. And Trent Rockets women are 133 for 6 after 88 balls. This time Kim Garth is the new batter to the crease and defends it towards point. And Kim Garth gets off the mark with a single. This time goes in the air and goes all the way for 6. Over deep mid-wicket. That's a terrific shot from Georgia Adams. Ends the over with a maximum. A vital 6 there. 140 comes up for the Trent Rockets women. 8 runs came from that over from Rihanna McDonald, including the wicket of Georgia Elvis. And Trent Rockets women are 140 for 6 after 90 balls. So Sophie Eccleston now to bowl the penultimate over. Kim Garth comes down the wicket, flicks it away towards deep mid-wicket and picks up another single to start the over. Second ball of the over coming up. Kim Garth hits it down towards long on and picks up yet another single. This time again Adams drives it down towards long off. Picks up yet another single. 3 singles in this over. This time again in the air. Down towards long on again. Really good fielding at long on. Georgia Adams comes back for 2. Another couple of runs for Georgia Adams. Last ball of the over coming up. Full toss, slices it towards point. And Georgia Adams picks up another single to finish the over. Well, they're asking for a run out here. Well, she has given it us out. The umpire has given it us out. So he has to go. And the batter just about short of her ground there. So wicket to finish off that over. 5 runs came from that over. Excellent over from Eccleston. A run out as well. And Kim Garth has to go after scoring a run of ball 3. Trent Rockets women are 145 for 7 after 95 balls. So Katie Levick is the new batter to the crease. Maddie Villiers is going to be bowling the last over for the Manchester Super Giants. And Katie Levick hits it in the air, down the ground towards long off. Will pick up just a single, nearing 150 here. Georgia Adams is back on strike. Will just swing her bat around, that is for sure. This time again swung away leg side. It's in the gap for 4. Not able to stop it there. The fielder at deep mid wicket. And Georgia Adams picks up another boundary. 150 comes up for the Trent Rockets. It's a terrific score on the board. Still 3 balls left in this innings. This time comes around the wicket and Adams looking for the pull shot. Misses it completely, gets through for a single. It will be 1 base for Georgia Adams. Catty Levick is back on strike. Pulled away leg side again towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Last ball of the innings. Down the wicket, flicks it away again. Deep mid wicket is there. They'll surely look to come back for 2 here. It's going to be a run out by Miles. A run out by Miles at the non-strikers end. There was no way they were going to complete that second run. So 8 wickets goes down and a terrific finish. Still a very good total for Trent Rockets, and now this is the highest team total in this women's 100 tournament, overtaking the 151 made by the MI London against London Spirit just a few days ago at Lord's. A tied game between MI London women and London Spirit women. That was the highest team total. Now Trent Rockets have overtaken that total and they finish with 152 for 8 at the end of their 100 balls. And really well finished there by Trent Rockets. And it is going to be a mammoth target for the Manchester Super Giants, that is for sure. They will need to chase down 153 from their full quota of 100 balls. So look at the innings. Beth Mooney was dismissed early, but then that partnership between Sophie Luff and Sophia Dunkley, an excellent partnership, both of them getting to their half centuries. The second wicket partnership of 91 from 51 balls between Sophia Dunkley and Sophie Luff. And that really gave them the foundation to go and get to this big total. And then a fumble towards the middle. Ash Gardner out for just 5. Bess Heath out for a duck. The Georgia Adams towards the end, a crucial knock of 20 from 13 balls at a strike rate of 153.85. Georgia Elvis as well getting 2 boundaries towards the end. So many runouts towards the end, but that sometimes happens when you're looking to steal those extra runs, because every run is valuable towards the end of an innings. And in the end, Trent Rockets getting to 152 for 8. 153 for 8 in fact at the end of their 100 balls. Look at the bowling of Manchester Super Giants. They were struggling a little bit. Grace Ballinger 1 for 21 in her 20 balls. Maitlan Brown 1 for 34 in her 20 balls. Maddie Villiers 1 for 37. Everyone going at above 8 economy. I think Grace Ballinger was much better. Pick of the bowlers today. 1 for 21 in her 20 balls. Rihanna McDonald none for 23 in her 15. Sophie Eccleston was really good. 2 for 24 in her 20 balls. Bowled a fantastic penultimate over as well. Catherine Bryce bowled only 1 over, none for 13 as well. So Manchester Super Giants women, when they come out to bat, will need 154 runs to win this match from their full quota of 100 balls to continue their unbeaten run in this tournament. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. So hi guys, welcome back to the run chase here. Manchester Super Giants not off to a greatest of starts, and their player of the match from the previous game, Smriti Mandhana, has been dismissed. Maddie Villiers has been promoted up the order to number 3. I don't know what kind of a strategy that is. Manchester Super Giants unbeaten in this tournament so far. Two wins and one no result from their first 3 games. But the girl who took them to victory in the previous game, Smriti Mandhana, is not out in the middle. So could that be a big blow for the Super Giants here? Meglanning has to get going. And Charlie Phillips is the new bowler into the attack now for the Trent Rockets. Manchester Super Giants women are 16 for 1 after 20 balls. And this time Maddie Villiers flicks it leg side. It's in the gap. No one there at deep mid wicket. And Maddie Villiers starts the over with a boundary. Just a nonchalant flick of her pads, and that's rest across the outfield for 4. Welcomes Charlie Phillips to the crease with a boundary. Well, it's in the air, could be out here, simple catch, it covers. Another wicket goes down. Was looking to flick it away leg side there. Maddie Villiers picking up a leading edge and a simple catch at covers. Second wicket goes down for Manchester Super Giants. Trent Rockets are off to a fantastic start here with the ball as well in defense of this big target of 154. And the strategy to promote Maddie Villiers to number 3 hasn't worked. She has to go after scoring 13 from 14 balls, and Manchester Super Giants women are 20 for 2 after 22 balls. So Peg Schofield is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 4, the Manchester Super Giants. It's beautifully bowled again by Charlie Phillips, and Peg Schofield flicks it straight to mid wicket for another dot ball. This time an inside edge towards square leg, and Peg Schofield gets off the mark with a single. This time driven again, and it's in the gap, and a quick outfield here. Fielder will put in the dive, slides, saves the boundary. Meglanning will pick up another couple of runs to finish off that over. Really good over there from Charlie Phillips. In fact, they have completed 3 runs to finish off that over. 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Maddie Villiers. And Manchester Super Giants women are 24 for 2 after 25 balls. So 130 needed from the last 75 balls. Georgia Elvis is the new bowler into the attack now for Trent Rockets women. A bowling change here for Trent Rockets. Peg Schofield on strike. This time a full delivery. And Schofield drives it down towards long on. And picks up another single to start the over. Meg Lanning is back on strike. Required run rate has gone up to 8.72. Very difficult in women's cricket to chase down. I don't know whether they are too much dependent on Smriti Mandhana every time. She did it in the previous game, but this is an issue actually. Because if the other batters are not going to contribute, then it's going to be very tough for you to win a cricket match. Meg Lanning again hits it straight towards fine leg. It's well fielded at fine leg. Another dot ball from Georgia Elvis. He's a good all-rounder. Georgia Elvis can play some good cameos with the bat, can slip in a few overs as well. Picks the length up this time. Vacant space at deep mid-wicket. Beats the deep mid-wicket into the boundary for 4. Meg Lanning picks up her first boundary. That's a terrific pickup shot there. It was full and in the slot from Elvis. And Meg Lanning punishes it away for a much-needed boundary for the Manchester Super Giants. So Peg Schofield is back on strike. This time full again. Schofield drives it towards mid-off and picks up another single to finish off the over. 7 runs came from that over from Georgia Elvis, and Manchester Super Giants women are 31 for 2 after 30 balls. So Ash Gardner now is back into the attack for the Trent Rockets women. Coming around the wicket to Peg Schofield. It's tossed up again. Schofield drives it back to the bowler. Another dot ball to start the over. Well, there's an appeal here for a run out at the non-strikers end probably. They're going to check upstairs. Well, it's given us out here. So the second wicket goes, in fact the third wicket goes down for the Manchester Super Giants. I think they were checking for the catch there. It's a low catch which has been taken. There were no big appeal. They didn't appeal any. They didn't appeal big that much. But still, it's gone upstairs. I think they were checking whether the ball bounced or not. It didn't bounce. It's carried back to the bowler. So the third wicket falls and another big wicket goes down here. Peg Schofield has to go for 3. Manchester Super Giants in all sorts of trouble. 31 for 3 after 31 balls. So Richa Ghosh is the new batter to the crease. Coming in at number 5. And flicks it away leg side towards mid-wicket. And Richa Ghosh gets off the mark with a single. This time again slow through the air. Meg Lanning drives it straight to covers. Another dot ball from Ash Gardner. This time flicks it away again off the back foot towards deep mid wicket. Just a single. Last ball of the over. Tossed up again and Richa Ghosh hits it down towards long on and picks up another single to finish the over. So 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Peg Schofield. Manchester Super Giants women are 34 for 3 after 35 balls. So Katie Levick is the new bowler into the attack. A really good leg spinner, bowled well last year as well in the women's 100 tournament. Meg Lanning is on strike. It's short and wide, cut away again. Good fielding at covers. Dot ball to start the over from Katie Levick. This time sweeps towards deep square leg. Fielder puts in the dive. Can't stop it. Raced away for 4. It's a terrific sweep shot there from Meg Lanning along the ground and picks up a vital boundary. They need plenty more of that, Manchester Super Giants. It was a 1-woman army the previous game, Smriti Mandhana. Now Meg Lanning has to do that job, I think. This time again finds the gap and that races away for 4 back-to-back boundaries from Meg Lanning here. This time short and wide from Katie Levick and dispatched once again from Meg Lanning for another boundary, second boundary in this over. Last ball of the over. Goes for the sweep again towards deep square leg. Deep square leg slides. Puts in the dive, unable to stop it. Another boundary to finish the over. 12 runs came from that over from Catty Levick. And the Manchester Super Giants women are 46 for 3 after 40 balls. So Samantha Bates is the new bowler into the attack. Samantha Bates is back into the attack. That's punched down the ground by Richa Ghosh. And picks up another single to start the over. This time again punched straight to covers. Another dot ball from Samantha Bates. This time comes down the wicket, misses it completely, and the keeper takes the bails off. The umpires might want to go upstairs to the third umpire here. The umpire saying wait, maybe checking with the third umpire. She's put her gloves back into the crease. So she's not out. She put her gloves back into the crease there. Last ball of the over coming up. That's pulled in the air. And that's gone all the way for 6 over deep mid wicket. Terrific shot there from Richa Ghosh. And it's sailed over deep mid wicket for 6 to finish off that over. Adding insult to injury. In fact, still one more delivery left in this over. It's a terrific shot there over deep mid wicket. This time short and wide, it's cut away again by Richa Ghosh. And that races away for 4 to finish off the over. 13 runs came from that over from Samantha Bates. And Manchester Super Giants women are 59 for 3 after 45 balls. And Charlie Phillips now back into the attack, continuing into her second over. 95 needed from 54 balls. If Richa Ghosh stays there, and she can turn the game on its head. This time goes down the ground. Richa Ghosh. Long on will take the catch. And is that the game for the Trent Rockets? Richa Ghosh was just beginning to open up. Finds the fielder at long on. And the 4th wicket goes down for the Manchester Super Giants. She said it straight down the throat of long on there. A simple catch at long on. And Charlie Phillips picks up her 2nd wicket. So Richa Ghosh has to depart after scoring 13 from 8 balls, and Manchester Super Giants women are 59 for 4 after 47 balls. This time wide down the leg side from Charlie Phillips. Catherine Bryce is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 6. This time cuts it away past that fielder. And that runs away for 4. Beats that fielder there at point. And Catherine Bryce gets off the mark with a boundary. Short and wide there from Charlie Phillips and dispatched by Catherine Bryce. Oh, this time looking for the drive again, unable to make connection. Another dot ball from Charlie Phillips. So 5 runs have come from this over, including the wicket of Richa Ghosh. Required run rate is 8.82. This time drives it again out towards deep extra covers. Catherine Bryce picks up another single to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Richa Ghosh. And Manchester Super Giants women are 65 for 4 after 50 balls. So 89 needed from the last 50 balls for Manchester Super Giants women. Ash Gardner is going to continue into the attack into her 2nd over. Catherine Bryce is back on strike. This time it's on the pads. Flicks it towards short fine leg. Another dot ball to start the over. This time pulled again leg side by Catherine Bryce towards deep mid wicket. And picks up another single. Meg Lanning is back on strike. Need to play the big shots at this stage. Slow through the air. Flicked away towards long on. Lanning picks up another single. Leading edge in the air again, but the ball lands safely. And Lanning picks up another single. Even Lanning is struggling a little bit. .86 needed from 46. Need a lot of big overs here, the Manchester Super Giants. Goes for the sweep again along the ground towards deep mid wicket. Picks up another single. Another single to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over from Ash Gardner. And Manchester Super Giants women are 69 for 4 after 55 balls. So Georgia Elvis is back into the attack. And that's on the stumps. Catherine Bryce drives it down towards long on. And picks up another single to start the over. Yeah, that's true. Actually, Trent Rockets are silent. I mean, they are an underdogs of this tournament. Meg Lanning again hits it down the ground. Picks up another single. The required run rate is increasing and looks like maybe the Manchester Super Giants will suffer the tournament well. I still think they're having a lot of holes as far as their batting department is concerned. Dependence on a few batters for them. Smriti Mandhana, Richa Ghosh and Meg Lanning. These 3 batters are the most experienced. All the other batters are not contributing. I don't know whether that is a good sign, because if you want to win a tournament, you need majority of your players to perform. It's a team game. Teams should perform well. Dependence on a few individuals can cost you the tournament. They might not realize it now, but as they go forward in the tournament, they're already looking like they might lose this game. The more the losses build up in the tournament, the more these concerns will also build up. All these concerns are visible only as you progress further in the tournament. Then only the concerns come up in a particular team. Till they are unbeaten, till they are winning everything looks perfect. But once you start losing, then you tend to search, okay, where are the holes? What are the concerns? How do we fix it? Only then we look into the concerns. As Meg Lanning pulls it away beautifully in the gap and picks up another boundary. So a much needed boundary here for Meg Lanning. They need plenty more of that, the Super Giants. Captain still there for the Super Giants. This time it's pulled away again towards deep mid wicket. Meg Lanning picks up another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over from Georgia Elvis. The Manchester Super Giants women are 78 for 4 after 60 balls. So 76 needed from the last 40 balls for the Manchester Super Giants women. Kim Garth is back into the attack now for the Trent Rockets women. Meg Lanning is on strike. Kim Garth into her third over. This could be a big over for both the teams. It's short again, pulls it towards deep mid wicket. Picks up another single. This time again, Catherine Bryce pulls it in the air towards deep mid wicket. Picks up yet another single. Singles are not going to do it. Need boundaries. Required run rate of 9.74 for Manchester Super Giants. The other day it was Smriti Mandhana. Today it is Meg Lanning. It's pulled again. It's found the gap. Deep mid wicket again. Doing well. With just a single. Even if Manchester Super Giants wins this game, still they are having concerns. They won't know now. They will know as the tournament moves forward. Because you can win now. You can win all these individual matches. But you can win a tournament only when the overall team is doing well. If there are holes in the team, then eventually those holes will get exposed and you will lose towards the end. Winning a tournament, that makes a difference between the teams winning the tournament and the teams losing out. And I can sense that Manchester Super Giants are having a lot of holes. If Smriti Mandhana is not able to give that start, then the other batters are not able to do anything. I can see that. Even in the previous game, that middle order crumbled like anything and they almost lost it. And Smriti Mandhana had got out there, then they would have lost it fully. That's cut away by Catherine Bryce. Deep extra covers comes around. So Catherine Bryce will come back for 2. Another couple of runs to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over from Kim Garth. And Manchester Super Giants women are 83 for 4 after 65 balls. You just look at this batting so far from Manchester Super Giants. Smriti Mandhana got out early. Peg Schofield has had a very ordinary tournament so far. Very, very ordinary tournament. Richa Ghosh is providing a spark but not converting that spark into a big score. I mean, she's showing her abilities. She's hitting 1 boundary, she's hitting 1 6, 2 6s. Similar to what she does when she plays for India also, isn't it? Hit one or two boundaries, hit 1 or 2 6s and then get out. That is what Richa Ghosh is doing. Catherine Bryce is now trying but still not at her best. Meg Lanning is there, 34 from 21, but she needs support, isn't it? And then you look at the batters to come. Maitland Brown, Joanna Gardner have not done much in this tournament. The batting is looking very, very ordinary for me. Charlie Phillips back into the attack. Has paddled in the air, got one hand to it, but it's put down. At short fine leg. He'll get through for a single there. Got a hand on it, that fielder at short fine leg. But the ball not sticking. And picks up a single here, Catherine Bryce. Struggling here, Manchester Super Giants, in all honesty. Required run rate is 10.29. Who is going to save them from here? Is it going to be Meg Lanning's day today? She was trying her best, but I mean, I don't know whether she is lacking power in her shots. She's just not able to reach the boundary. Trying and trying these batters. But you need power if you want to find the boundaries at this stage. Because singles alone are not going to do the job for you. And if chasing is so tough, then why can't you bat first after winning the toss? That is another question I have. Teams are so obsessed about bowling first. Either win the toss, bowl first. Win the toss, bowl first. Why can't you bat first, post 150, 160 on the board, and then defend it yourself? Catherine Bryce swings and misses. If you are bowling first, you need to be convinced enough to chase down 160, 150 to 160. You need to be able to chase down continuously. Only then you should win the toss and bowl first. If you are getting stuck while chasing 150 and 160, then that is a weakness. So then you should be batting first. Because every time the opposition won't crumble for 120 and 130. They will go towards 150, 160. How are you going to chase it down? That's a good shot down the ground from Catherine Bryce. Straight down the ground for 4. Finally, she's been trying all along. And connects one properly. Picks up a much needed boundary for the Super Giants. Well, that's too wide, I think. Went for the drive. It's not given as a wide. It's a dot ball to finish off the over. 6 runs came from that over from Charlie Phillips. And Manchester Super Giants women are 89 for 4 after 70 balls. I agree that these days, even in women's 100, we are seeing these 140s and 150s getting chased down. I mean, I won't say getting chased down. They are trying to chase it down regularly, but it doesn't get chased down every day, isn't it? I think the better option will be batting first. Somehow, batting first, winning the toss and batting first is very, very underrated. In T20 cricket, in 100 cricket, in overall cricket itself, it's very underrated. I don't know why. Because you have a chance of outbatting. There's an appeal for LBW here. Umpire says not out. Ash Gardner back into the attack. Meg Lanning only looking to sweep. Valuable dot ball for the Rockets. Again going for the pull, again appeal for LBW, but this time the finger goes up and that could be the match for the Trent Rockets. You might want to review this because this could be a last glimmer of hope. I don't see any other batter doing anything for the Super Giants after this if Meg Lanning gets out. That is for sure. And Gardner gets the big wicket. That could be the game right there for the Trent Rockets. Once again moving across the stumps, he's either looking to pull or looking to sweep. Very one-dimensional. That looks very, very straight in front. It has to be completely missing the stumps for the decision to be overturned. That could be the game right there because all other batters are very inexperienced. For the Super Giants, the batters to come after this. A weakness getting exposed for the Manchester Super Giants. Too much dependence on Smriti Mandhana, Meg Lanning and Richa Ghosh. Lacking experience in their batting. Generally teams in the auction, they try to stack up their batting and they lack in their bowling department. But teams like Manchester Super Giants, in the batting they are looking very vulnerable. In the bowling it's alright actually. Well, pitching outside off, impact in line and wickets hitting the stumps, and that could be the game right there for the Trent Rockets because they've got the biggest wicket possible. It's the captain of the Manchester Super Giants will have to go here. Finger goes up once again. They've lost a review as well. And that is it for Meg Lanning. Half the side dismissed now for Manchester Super Giants. Gardner gets a second wicket and the Rockets getting closer to victory at the moment. Meg Lanning has to go after scoring 35 from 24 balls. And Manchester Super Giants are now 89 for 5 after 72 balls. I think that could be the game, because now the required run rate is 11.61. And you look at the batters to come, I don't know whether they can do anything magical from here. I have never seen them do anything like that. Maitland Brown is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 7. Pulls it away leg side towards deep mid wicket and gets off the mark with a single. So I think now the teams batting first will be thinking, you know what, we don't want to win the toss. If we win the toss, then we are losing the game. So let's lose the toss. Goes for the reverse sweep. It's in the gap. That'll be 4. That's a good shot from Catherine Bryce. Brought out the reverse sweep there and succeeded in doing so. Picks up her 3rd boundary this innings. So can Catherine Bryce do anything here with the bat? Last ball of the over coming up. Goes again. And that will go away for 4 as well. In the gap again towards deep mid wicket. This time a traditional shot towards the leg side. Back-to-back boundaries to finish off that over. 9 runs came from that over, including the big wicket of Meg Lanning. And the Manchester Super Giants are now 98 for 5 after 75 balls. So Catherine Bryce is still fighting here with the bat. 25 from 17 balls at 56 needed from 25. Required run rate is still above 11.20. Georgia Adams is back into the attack. That shot again, it's pulled again, gap again, deep mid wicket, puts in the dive. Good fielding, really good fielding. Couple of runs to start the over. 100 comes up for Manchester Super Giants. 100 comes up in 76 balls at the loss of 5 wickets. Down the track this time, Catherine Bryce, it's in the air, fielder puts in the dive at long off, takes the catch. And another wicket falls for the Super Giants. Catherine Bryce also has to go. Number 6 goes down, more problems for the Super Giants. Catherine Bryce was looking to fight there, trying to take it to the end, but not to be. Georgia Adams gets the breakthrough. And Trent Rockets getting closer to victory here, more pressure. For the Super Giants, there will be 2 new batters at the crease at the required run rate of 11.74. The fielding has been really good from the Trent Rockets today. And Catherine Bryce is done. She is gone after scoring 27 from 19 balls. And the Manchester Super Giants in a lot of trouble here. 100 for 6 after 77 balls. This is why we say actually, winning the toss and batting first is very, very underrated. And I have been saying this for quite a long time now. This is not the first time I am saying this about winning the toss and batting first. Yes, there are certain extreme circumstances where only the chasing team will win. But in the women's 100, I don't think there's any extreme circumstance. Because generally, as I have said this also, chasing in women's cricket can be a problem. I'm not saying it is a problem, it can be. 2 matches they will chase down 140, 150. Next match they won't chase. They will start losing wickets. Joanna Gardner is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 8. So Maitland Brown is back on strike. 53 needed from 21. Last ball of the over. Goes for a sweep. Deep mid wicket again. Puts in the dive. Unable to catch it. Terrific effort again. But a fabulous over from Georgia Adams. Just 2 runs coming off that over, including the wicket of Catherine Bryce. And Manchester Super Giants women are 102 for 6 after 80 balls. So the Manchester Super Giants nearing their first defeat in this tournament. The Rockets will pick up their 3rd win and they will go to number 2 in the points table today if they win this game. Southern Brave are comfortably placed at the top of the table. They are undisturbed with 4 wins from 4 games for Southern Brave. Samantha Bates now back into the attack. That's pulled in the air by Maitland Brown. Fielder running in, puts in the dive again, puts it down. Dear oh dear, that should have been taken there. Another loose shot from Maitland Brown, but put down in the deep. I don't think it will cost them much because the required run rate is getting out of reach for the Manchester Super Giants at the moment. Oh, looking to slog leg side. Misses it completely, gets it on the pads. Another dot ball from Samantha Bates. Down the track. And it's taken. Another wicket falls. Cotton bowled for Samantha Bates. 7th one goes down. Manchester Super Giants. Super falling at the moment. From Super Giants to Super falling. That is what is happening here. Joanna Gardner has to make the long walk back. Samantha Bates gets another wicket. And the Trent Rockets are strengthening their grip in this game at the moment. Joanna Gardner has to go after scoring 1 run from 4 balls. The Manchester Super Giants women are 103 for 7 after 83 balls. So Sophie Eccleston is the new batter to the crease, coming in at number 9. She can bat, Sophie Eccleston. Drives it again towards covers. Eccleston gets off the mark with a single. Maitland Brown is back on strike. The Rockets are getting closer to another win here. Down the track, hits it high in the air, long on, will watch, it goes over. It goes over for 6. Where was this all this while? It's a massive hit in the context of this game. Ends the over with a maximum. 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Joanna Gardner. And Manchester Super Giants women are 110 for 7 after 85 balls. Well, the Manchester Super Giants need a 20-run over here if they want to keep themselves alive in this run chase. We really don't know whether they can get a 20-run over though. Kim Garth is back into the attack now, into her last over. Conceded 15 runs in her 15 balls. And that's a big shot again. Maitland Brown gets hold of that. Sailed all the way for 6 over deep mid wicket. Back-to-back 6s. A 6 to the last ball of the previous over. Now a 6 to Welcome Kim Garth here into this over. 38 still needed from 14. How long can she continue to hit sixes? Need another couple more at least. Need another couple of sixes more. Maitland Brown is striking them cleanly. Strike rate of 300 so far. You need to keep going for the sixes. This equation is in a Pollard range now. Pollard and Russell range, if anyone remembers. Second ball of the over. Full again, drives it down the ground towards mid-off. That's a good Yorker actually from Kim Garth, and Maitland Brown can only take the single, so gives it back to Sophie Eccleston. If Karen Pollard is at the crease now, then he will chase it down, that is for sure. Because he can launch a few sixes in this situation. Eccleston looks to swing leg side, a little bit of an inside edge. Picks up another single. Singles are not going to do it. They need to clear the boundary at regular intervals. Two more deliveries left in this over. Kim Garth, the last two balls were really good Yorkers. Drives it again, down the ground, straight to mid-off. And a direct hit. Direct hit should be gone, I think. Terrific from that fielder there at mid-off. The finger goes up from the umpire, and the last hope probably has to go now, I think. Maitland Brown was striking them well, but even she has been sent back. A terrific direct hit there. Bullseye. Hitting the middle stump. Run out by a mile there, Maitland Brown. And another wicket falls for the Manchester Super Giants in the form of a run out. So Maitland Brown has to go after scoring 16 from 7 balls. Out, run out. And the Manchester Super Giants women are 118 for 8 after 89 balls. So it's slipping away now from the Super Giants. 36 still needed from 11 balls. Rihanna McDonald has come in at number 10, but she's not going to be on strike. It will be Eccleston on strike. Last ball of the over coming up. Really good comeback there from Kim Garth after conceding a 6 of the first ball. That's edged past the keeper, past third man for 4. So Eccleston gets in a boundary here to finish off that over. So it's a good over for the Super Giants, but they needed plenty more than this, you would think. 12 runs came from that over, including the run out of Maitland Brown, and Manchester Super Giants women are 122 for 8 after 90 balls. You need 3 to 4 sixes now in this over. That is for sure. The 32 needed from 10 balls. The only way to get closer to the target is to hit sixes. Any dot ball single will take the game away from the chasing team. Ash Gardner bowling the penultimate over. Rihanna McDonald goes big. It's in the air though. Long on coming underneath it. Takes the catch. Didn't quite get hold of it fully there. Sophia Dunkley taking the catch. 9th wicket goes down. It's not happening for the Super Giants today. That is for sure. Only one more wicket in hand. A wicket, a dot ball. And more importantly, the new batter will be on strike. Sophie Eccleston is away from the strike as well. And more problems here for the Super Giants with the required run rate now above 17. With every dot ball, this is what happens to the required run rate in this situation. Rihanna McDonald has to go for a golden duck. Manchester Super Giants women are 122 for 9 after 91 balls. So Grace Ballinger is the new batter to the crease, and all she has to do now is give the strike to Sophie Eccleston, because only Eccleston can, if at all, clear the boundary. But that does not happen. It's driven straight to covers. A dot ball is even worse for the Manchester Super Giants in this stage. Down the track, misses it, it gets cleaned up. That is the game. The Trent Rockets win by 31 runs. Manchester Super Giants have been bowled out. What a collapse this has been. I told you, you cannot depend on 2-3 batters. You cannot win tournaments when you depend on 2-3 batters. None of the others have been able to make a difference in this innings. A complete collapse, and Manchester Super Giants have been bundled out for 122. Smriti Mandhana scores. This team is a different team altogether. Smriti Mandhana doesn't score, then it's in the other way. That is what is happening now with the Super Giants. A 31-run win though for the Trent Rockets. A terrific bowling performance there. Ash Gardner finishing with 3 for 16 in her 18 balls. But one has to question the game awareness of Grace Ballinger there, because you have a batter like Sophie Eccleston. Yes, she's not a big batter, but she has the ability to bat. At least if she could have taken the single, she could have given the strike to Sophie Eccleston, then maybe Eccleston could have tried something. But that was not to be, because Grace Ballinger got bowled there. In fact, 4 for Ash Gardner. She finishes with 4 for 16 in her 18 balls. The captain leading from the front with the ball for Trent Rockets. And they pick up their 3rd win in this campaign. A first defeat for the Manchester Super Giants women in this tournament. And maybe the first of many more defeats to come if they don't sort out their batting. Because I'm afraid it is brutal. It is harsh. You cannot depend on 3 batters if you want to win a tournament. You need to have at least 5 to 6 batters in your team who can win you a match on a given day. And in this Manchester Super Giants team, I am not able to see those 5-6 match winners with the bat. It's either Smriti Mandhana or Meg Lanning or Richa Ghosh. Which other batter can win you the game? Look at this batting here. Smriti Mandhana out for 4. Maddie Villiers, they are promoting at number 3. What is the strategy behind promoting Maddie Villiers at number 3? She is a bowling all-rounder. How can she bat at number 3? I am not able to understand. Peg Schofield has had a very ordinary tournament, a very ordinary batter in all honesty. I don't know whether she has the ability to win a game of cricket on her own. I don't know. And Maddie Villiers promoting at number 3 today was a very, very questionable decision, because they could have kept Maddie Villiers down the order. When you need finishers, maybe Maddie Villiers could help you there. She is definitely not a number 3 batter. I don't know what was the strategy behind promoting Maddie Villiers there. Peg Schofield scored only 3 runs. Richa Ghosh provided a spark, but again got out at the wrong time. She was put down, in fact, I think, earlier on. But still, she couldn't make use of the lifeline. Catherine Bryce also tried her best, 27 from 19. But again, that's the problem, isn't it? No one is a match winner down the order. Catherine Bryce can fight. Catherine Bryce can fight. Maitlan Brown can fight. Joanna Gardner can fight. But are they reputed batters? No, they are not. That's the answer. They can punch above their weight and try as much as they can. But you need reputed batters. You look at Trent Rockets. Obviously, Nat Silverbrunt is not playing today. But if Nat Silverbrunt plays, she is a match winner. Ash Gardner plays, she is a match winner. Mooney didn't contribute today, but Mooney on her day can contribute. And Sophia Dunkley is also batting well. And then Sophie Luff today, she also scored a half century. There's so many match winners. Where are those match winners in the Super Giants team? I am not able to see. I'm only able to see 3 match winners in the Super Giants, and that is going to cost them in this tournament. You can wait and watch. This is only the start. They have suffered their first defeat today, but going forward in the tournament, they are going to suffer. There's no doubt about that. But if you look at the Trent Rockets bowling today, Kim Garth, none for 27 in her 20 balls. Samantha Bates bowled really well, 2 for 26 in her 20 balls. Charlie Phillips as well, 2 for 20 in her 15 balls. Georgia Elvis, none for 16 in her 10 balls. But Ash Gardner, the pick of the bowlers today, captain leading from the front, has been made captain for this season. 4 for 16 in her 18 balls. Terrific bowling spell. Katie Levick bowled only 1 over, none for 12. They didn't even require Katie Levick's services because the other bowlers bowled really well. And Georgia Adams also bowled only 1 over, picked up 1 wicket, 1 for 4 in her 5 balls. So the Manchester Super Giants women getting bowled out for 122, a disappointing reply to a run chase of 154. It could have been much better, but they collapsed big time, and as a result, the Trent Rockets, they're registering a convincing win by 31 runs, and this would have boosted their net run rate as well in the process. And as far as the Manchester Super Giants are concerned, they need to look at their batting. Otherwise, they are going to suffer because you can see a lot of weaknesses in their batting, and that will not help them going forward in this tournament. They need to really figure out 5 or 6 match winners with the bat. That is what they need to do. Down the order, they need match winners. And with this win, Trent Rockets move to number 2 in the points table as well. Their run rate has also improved 2.08 to pick up their 3rd win today out of 4 matches. Southern Brave are well placed at the top, and now Trent Rockets have come up to number 2. It will keep on changing. It's a long tournament going ahead. So yeah, and if you look at the collapse today from Trent Rockets, they were from 100 for 5, they have collapsed to 122 all out. Or you can say 89 for 4. 89 for 4 to 122 all out. So you look at the collapse there, last 6 wickets falling for just 33 runs. So that is a collapse in itself. And that is because the lower order again lacking experience. That is why this collapse happened. So yeah, problems ahead for the Manchester Super Giants women, because they need to sort out their batting, which is looking very, very vulnerable. And even the previous match, I am giving it to you in writing. If Smriti Mandhana had got out early in the previous game, they were losing that game also. They won because Smriti Mandhana somehow managed to take it to the end, and they won it for the Manchester Super Giants. But every day that won't happen. That is where you need to be careful. But Trent Rockets will celebrate a convincing win by 31 runs, move to the 2nd spot in the points table, and they are strengthening their control in this tournament. And they are looking really good to make it through to the playoffs. So we'll be back again to cover the future matches of this Women's 100 tournament. So until we come back again, please like, share and subscribe to our channel Runs and Views. Take care guys, cheers and good night.
for watching. Please like and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.